Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, the vibrant state capital, renowned home of the Seminoles, and the backdrop of a wild gang
conflict ignited by a fatal dispute at a movie theater. This incident triggered a chain of get-backs, igniting a citywide war that still simmers to this day.
Tallahassee police making an arrest in a shooting at Jack McLean Park. That shooting happening Sunday evening. A 15-year-old now behind bars in connection with it.
That shooting, one of three within a 48-hour period in Tallahassee. The first happening Saturday on Normandy Boulevard. Another shooting taking place outside the Regal movie theater near Governor Square Mall.
September 7th, 2019, Regal Governor Square Theater, Tallahassee, Florida.
On September 7th, 2019, Goidia Porter, also known as Go-Go on the streets and 850 Bandit online, a resident of the North Side and a member of the Ghost Riders, went to the movie theater at 1501 Governor Square Boulevard in Tallahassee with a group of friends. Once inside the theater, they sat behind Daquan Davis, resident of the South Side and a member of the Money Boys, and his group of friends. During the movie, Go-Go, Goidia Porter, told one of Daquan's friends that he wanted to fight him. Daquan's friend took it as a joke and continued watching the movie. Go-Go got Daquan's friend's attention again and flashed a small handgun at him, a premonition of things to come. Still, Daquan's friends didn't take this seriously.
The parking lot.
Just before midnight, the two groups exited the theater and went in different directions. Daquan headed towards the parking lot along with one of his friends to wait for their ride. As they were walking, Go-Go approached and began arguing with Daquan. Go-Go then pulled a gun out that he had flashed earlier and without hesitation, bang, bang, gunshots rang out. Daquan collapses. Go-Go takes off running, and the best friend was left watching Daquan lying on the ground bleeding. A short while later, Daquan would succumb to his injuries.
That's right. Police say the victim was arguing with another teenager in the parking lot. The other teen is accused of firing a gun and running away. Vernon Patterson saw the family friend Daquan Davis lying on the ground and he tried to help.
The next day, September 8th, 2019, Goidia Porter, aka Go-Go, was arrested by the Tallahassee Police Department. They also recovered the weapon he used. He thought it was a good idea to hold on to it. While locked up, Go-Go rapped about the murder over the jail phone, which was used as evidence in his trial. Goidia Porter was convicted of second-degree murder in 2022 and was sentenced to 45 years in Florida State Prison. The grieving period would not last long. Within a few weeks, Get Back was on. The Money Boys were on the hunt. On the evening of November 17th, Amarion James and Trent Lee, members of the Northside Ghost Riders, and a group of friends headed to the North Florida Fair, which was in town for the week. While at the fair, Amarion and Trent were doing what most young people do, saying what's up to the homies and checking out the girls. Everything was going good with the exception of an argument Amarion and Trent's group had with another group of people at the fair. Amarion and Trent did not take this seriously and kept it pushing. A short while later, Omarion would call his mom and ask for a ride, and if he could have his friend stay the night. His mom agreed. Everything seemed like it was all good. Omarion and Trent headed to the parking lot of the CVS drugstore, where a group had gathered. They had no clue that the few people from the group they had earlier argued with were now trailing them. When they got to the CVS parking lot, a fight broke out between Omarion and Trent's group and the people that had been following them. Omarion nor Trent were directly involved in this fight, but that would not matter. From out of the darkness, someone raised up a pistol. Both Omarion and Trent were hit, along with another man. The scene was complete chaos, and to make the nightmare even worse, Omarion's parents had just arrived to witness their son lying on the ground injured from gunshot wounds, with his girlfriend standing beside him shaking from shock.
Learning more tonight about a late-night fatal shooting in Tallahassee. 2 teens and an adult shot near East Paul Russell Road over the weekend.
One of those teenagers dying from their injuries. It was 16-year-old Amarion James, who's a student at Godby High School.
Omarion was pronounced dead at the scene. Trent was taken to the hospital and rushed into surgery. He would succumb to his injuries a few days later. R.I.P. Omarion and Trent.
This crime has not yet been solved.
These two events have led to a continuous cycle of get back in Tallahassee. From drive-bys to robberies, there is no limit to the carnage that these two groups will inflict. Since 2019, the amount of fatal shootings has fluctuated, but the rivalry rages on. May all of the victims of this war rest in peace, and may the two sides find common ground and realize that they have been sold a lie that only leads to jail or the graveyard.
A lot of the biggest gangsters are rats and get away with psychopathic behavior due to their willingness to sell their accomplices out when things go sideways. The code of silence is followed by a small few. Stay free.